Hi students, today we're going over Unit 4, Module 3, Session 3, Multiplication Models, and more. At the top it says, there are a variety of ways to multiply 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. Use the model or strategy described in each box to solve the multiplication combination in that box. So number 1 says, make an easier combination by doubling one factor and halving the other. So first we're working on our strategy of doubling and halving. So the example is 25 times 48. We double 25, we halve 48, then we do it again to come up with our answer of 1200 or 1200. Let's try that same strategy. 25 times 72. We're going to double 25 to be 50. We're going to half 72, which is 36. And then we're going to do that again. Double 50 to come up to 100. Half 36 is 18. So 100 times 18 is 1,800. 2, it says use an array model divided into 4 sections to solve 14 times 27. So we use an array. I know 14 can be separated into 10 and 4, and 27 can be separated into 20 and 7. Then I take 20 times 10, which equals 200. 20 times 4, which is 80. 7 times 10, which is 70. And 7 times 4, which is 28. I add up my 4 partial products. And I see 8, 17, and 3. 378 is the answer to 27 times 14. Number 3, use an area model divided into 2 regions. So here I'm going to use an area model divided into 2 regions. I can maybe take 13 times 30 times 4. So 13 times 30 is 390. So I can think 13 plus 13 plus 13, which is 39. Add a 0, 390. 13 times 4, so I can think 13 doubled, which is 52. Add up these 2 partial products. 390 plus 52, which equals 442. And then number 4 says multiply to get 4 partial products and add them up. So we have 600, we have 100. Next I know that 8 times 30 equals 240. And 8 times 5 is 40. Add them up. We get 980 as our answer. Number 5 says multiply by the tens and then by the ones, add the partial products to get the answer. So 20 times 25, I can think 25 doubled, which is 50. Add a 0, so the answer is 500. And 3 times 25 is 75. I can think of quarters. Add them up, 575 is your answer. At the top, it says make an estimate before solving a problem can help you decide if your answer is reasonable. Make an estimate, solve the problem, and then use your estimate to help decide if your answer makes sense. Number 6, the school got new dictionaries for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders this year. They got 32 boxes, and there were 16 dictionaries in each box. How many dictionaries did they get altogether? So I'm going to use rounding or another strategy to decide which estimate below is best, and I'm going to circle the best estimate. So if I'm looking at 32 boxes and 16 dictionaries in each box, I would probably round that, because it says use rounding, and I could say 30 times 20. 30 times 20 is 600. Is it going to be more or less than 600? It's going to be less because I went from 16 to 20. But my choices are fewer than 350, about 600, or more than 350 but fewer than 450. I would say our second one is about 600 dictionaries is that closest answer. B says solve the problem, show all your work. So you can solve it in a variety of ways. Let's use an array. So we have 32 times 16. I can break up 32 to be 30 and 2, and I can break apart 16 to be 10 and 6. I have 300 here because it's 10 times 30. I have 20 here because it's 10 times 2. 180, 6 times 30, and 12, which is 6 times 2. Add up my partial products, 300 plus 20 plus 180 plus 12. And my answer is 512 dictionaries. C, is your answer reasonable? How can you tell? We can tell our answer is reasonable because 512 is close to about 600 dictionaries. So you would write, yes, my answer is reasonable because it's close to my estimate. Number 7 says solve these multiplication problems. 2000 times 14. So here I can think 14 doubled, which is 28. Add 3 zeros. So the answer is 28,000. 300 times 70, I think 7 times 3, which is 21. And again, we're going to add 3 zeros. 300 times 12, I think 12 times 3 is 36. Add how many zeros? 2. 4,000 times 4,000, line of 4 times 4 is 16. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is 16 million. And 20,000 times 21, I think 21 doubled, which is 42. And add 4 zeros. The answer is 420,000. And that's all for tonight's homework.